Once we know how to multiply two rational expressions, moving on to dividing rational expressions is fortunately very easy because we're only going to add one very small step. We'll divide rational expressions by taking the given problem and converting it to multiplication. And once we've done that simple modification, then we'll have a problem like we've seen in the previous two examples. The way this works, just as a quick review, if we were dividing two fractions, say 3/4 divided by 3/2, we can convert that into a multiplication problem by changing the division symbol to multiplication and taking the reciprocal of the second fraction. And then from there we could reduce, the 3's would cancel, we'd be left with 2/4 or 1/2. This exact same idea carries over to rational expressions. Rather than divide these two rational expressions, we'll just cross this out and rewrite it as multiplication, and we'll take the reciprocal of that second rational expression, so the numerator and denominator will trade places, making this p² plus 5p plus 6 all over p² plus 7p plus 10. Now that we've changed this to a multiplication problem, we proceed exactly as we did in the previous examples. We'll start by factoring the first rational expression, which will factor as p plus 1, p minus 2, over p plus 4, p plus 1. Now we'll factor the second rational expression, but we'll focus on this flipped expression. So p² plus 5p plus 6 will factor as p plus 3 times p plus 2. And that will be over p plus 5 times p plus 2. Once we have those expressions factored, then we can look for any cancellations. P plus 2 over p plus 2 will cancel. P plus 1 over p plus 1 will cancel. And then we just look for those remaining factors. In this case, p minus 2 times p plus 3, all over p plus 4 times p plus 5. In example 8, since we're dividing, we'll again just immediately turn this into a multiplication problem by flipping the position of the numerator and denominator. So this second rational expression will become w² minus 6w plus 5 all over w² plus 7w plus 10. Once we have a multiplication problem, we factor each rational expression. The first one will factor as w plus 4 times w plus 2 all over w plus 3 times w minus 5. And the second rational expression will factor as w minus 1 times w minus 5 all over w plus 5 times w plus 2. Looking for those common factors, again we'll have some diagonal cancellation. So we're canceling the numerator in the first expression with the denominator in the second expression. W plus 2's will cancel, our w minus 5's will cancel, leaving us with w plus 4 times w minus 1 all over w plus 3 times w plus 5. And again, in each of these cases, each of these examples, we're leaving that final answer in factored form. Or if we wanted to for a next step, or if a problem was telling us, we could multiply those out to write them in expanded form.